The San Antonio Spurs are currently a game over 500 with a 10-9 record at the time of this recording. There's a ton to love about what they've accomplished thus far. Chris Paul at age 39 has been a valuable presence on the floor with his playmaking at 8 assists a game to just 2 turnovers, his mid-range shooting, ability to control the pace of the game, and overall making life easier for his teammates. Jeremy Sohan, who's currently out right now, has improved as a finisher and has demonstrated his ability to work well off of Victor Wembanyama through his off-ball movement. Plus, Devin Vassell, when healthy, has shown that he can be a valuable 3-level scoring threat and has improved as a creator. However, the biggest draw of this team is the duo that some are calling Area 51. Number 5 standout rookie Stephon out of UConn, and number 1 Defensive Player of the Year runner-up Victor Wembanyama. Due to their size and versatility at the guard and center positions, these two offer a unique skill set that separates them from other young duos in the league. At 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, Stephon has already made his mark in just 19 games into his NBA rookie season. At UConn, where he won a national championship, he was one of the better defensive guards in college basketball, as someone who uses footwork, strength, wingspan, and smarts to be a hound of an on-ball defender. He was also very patient and prevented himself from being in harm's way by not being overzealous and picking up a lot of unnecessary fouls. Additionally, he was a great screen navigator who hardly fell victim to ball watching and posted up a defensive rating of 95.5 when he was on the floor. In the NBA, we've already seen this in practice, and he's been competing against some of the best the league has to offer. But before we continue, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for me as a creator, and also be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Stephen Curry, for example, has historically been one of the more difficult players to tame, not only due to his ability on the ball and his shot creation ability, but also due to his elite stamina and ability to roam around the perimeter off of screens. However, the most recent matchup between the Spurs and Warriors showed Castle faring well against them, fighting and being able to maneuver through each and every screen while making recoveries to Steph, switching off of him appropriately and making great defensive plays, competing and chasing him across the perimeter, and using his size to deter what would have been a great look for Steph at the rim, even when it looked like Steph had a step on him. Castle's size, anticipation, patience, and ability to make up ground just as a rookie is ultra impressive, because there are veteran guards and wings who continuously struggle with being caught in ball screens, gambling for steals, or being lost as an off-ball defender due to ball watching or not being cognizant of where their assignment is on the floor. However, Castle's versatility not only presents an ability to guard other guards, but he's also shown an ability in college and his brief stint in the pros that he can take on other positions as well. Offensively, the box score watchers will definitely take problem with Castle, given the inefficiency he's shown from the field and as an outside shooter. However, he's picked up as of late, and the aggressiveness and confidence he's shown already greatly benefits the Spurs when he's on the floor. He's already establishing rim pressure and is someone who can not only finish through contact, but is someone who can also finish in traffic despite heavily contested shots due to his strength and body control. He can be a factor in transition due to his ability to accelerate and decelerate rather quickly. He has great footwork to work his way around defenders in both the half court and transition, and is far from a selfish player offensively. He can function as a pick and roll ball handler, make the right entry passes, can keep the ball moving, and isn't a black hole. And the hope is that with improvements to his outside shot and overall offensive game, his rim pressure and shot creation ability will create even more opportunities for his teammates. In the Spurs' most recent win against the Utah Jazz, Castle put up a stat line of 23 points, 5 assists, and made 3 threes, becoming the youngest guard in Spurs history to put up such a stat line. Over the last 5 games, he's actually averaged 16 points and 6 assists a game, and has already proven to have clutch moments on both ends of the floor for the Spurs already. Then there's Victor Wembanyama, a player who needs no introduction, as he's seemingly been pushed as the next best thing by not only NBA fans, but the NBA itself. The thing is, Wemby has actually lived up to the hype and more. To start the season, Wemby was taking an even higher volume of threes, but was struggling, raising alarm bells and causing people to declare that he should be moving and operating closer to the basket. Wemby only responded by having a 4-game stretch where he would shoot nearly 13 threes a game and shooting 48% on them. In that stretch was also a game where he took 16 threes and made 8 of them. Wemby scored a career-high 50 points in that game and also had 3 blocks. Wemby is leading all centers in total threes made at the time of this recording, and that's definitely not the only thing that Wemby offers offensively. He's 7'4", but can comfortably take defenders head on and get to the rim. He's shown his shot creation ability with an ability to create separation. He can make step back threes, operates well in transition, and has a reliable face-up game. Defensively, Wemby uses insane mobility, size, and IQ to be an absolute stopper, averaging 3.6 blocks and taking on various assignments across the perimeter. He can lock down players who seemingly have a size advantage over him in the paint. He will swat a shot even when you think you haven't beat off the dribble. He will take on defensive assignments on star perimeter players and get a favorable result. He's a good help defender, and we've seen him on many occasions be a complete deterrent in transition, with players not even wanting to attempt a shot at the rim. With this Area 51 duo, and with the promise of guys like Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan on the roster, the San Antonio Spurs are on the path to being competitive again. They've competed this season with a tremendous comeback against the Golden State Warriors. They currently sit at the 10th seed in the Western Conference and are currently locked in for the play-in, and it isn't a team that you want to see if you're the other 3 teams in the Western Conference play-in tournament. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on both Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama. What do you believe Stephon Castle's ceiling actually is, and where do you rank him among the Rookie of the Year race thus far? Also, what do you feel about this Area 51 duo as a whole, and what ceiling do you think it has together? Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference to the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.